You have to face your fears. You actually have to process the fear and why you have the fear. Where is it stemming from? Why do you have the fear of failure or fear of rejection or whatever the fear is? Why do you have that fear? Where is that coming from? What is that root of that? You have to literally face it. And it doesn't take a whole lot to face it. You just have to decide in the moment and say, I'm going to think about this. And for me, I think about my fears a lot. When I go on my walks, when I pray, I bring those up. I'm like, God, I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of losing control. I'm afraid of rejection. Like, you just bring them up. You know, the biggest thing is we want to run away from the fear as if it's not there. It's there. You are afraid. Like, you have to acknowledge that you are afraid of this thing, and that is natural. So a lot of us, we don't want to normalize the fact that we have fears. We just want to think that, oh, I shouldn't have these fears. Having fears is normal. Having fears is part of the process. What is not normal, what we shouldn't be doing, is literally acting like we don't have these things, acting like we don't get afraid, acting like we shouldn't have this. It's bad to have fears. You're built to have fear. Fear is a part of you. Fear keeps you alive. So now we just have to make sure we acknowledge that. The way you handle fear is action. So now that you've confronted your fears, getting up means actually taking the action, actually doing the thing. We're done talking about it. You don't need to talk about it anymore. You don't need to do that because you've talked about it enough. You know what you need to do. I know what I need to do. Now we just got to do it. That's the only thing that's left. We just got to go and do it. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to smooth over it and think about it and plan it and research it. You don't need to do that because you've done it so many years. Or how long have you been saying you're going to do the thing? How long have you been saying you're going to get up? How long have you been saying you're going to start the channel? How long have you been saying you're going to get on TikTok? How long have you been saying you're going to read that book, or you're going to go back to college, or you're going to start that business? How long have you been saying you're going to lose weight? How long have you done it? How long? You've been doing it. You've been saying it. You've been researching. You've been watching the videos. There's no need to do that anymore. We give so much space between the planning and the action stage. When you wait too long, there's going to be fear. There's going to be doubt. There's going to be things that are going to come up that are going to keep you from doing that thing. So we need to shorten that period. You've been thinking about this goal for a long time. Now it's time to start taking the action. This is not doing it perfectly. This is not doing it exactly the right way every single time. It's not hitting it out of the ballpark the first time you do it. No, this is literally taking steps to get to where you need to be. It means that I'm consistently taking little steps. You want to create consistency, and when you're getting up, when you're getting back on your feet, the last thing you want to do is overwhelm yourself, overdo it to a point where you don't want to do it anymore. You want to make sure that you're sustainably creating the life that you want, sustainably taking action. That means taking baby steps and building on top of that. A lot of us think that I need to do this huge thing for me to change my life. It's the small things that count. It's the baby steps. And maybe that's the issue. You've been doing the most, right? I would say you do the most and get the least. When you do the most, you're going to get burnt out. It's going to be too much. It's not sustainable. So what you need to do is do the bare minimum that you can do. So what is the thing that you can do right now? Maybe you want to become a content creator, or you want to start YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, whatever the thing is, right? But for you, you think that you need to start posting 10 videos a day, 5 videos a day, 3 times a day, all these things, start the edits and start doing all the background and all the things that people that have been doing this for a long time are doing. Just thinking about that is overwhelming. Just thinking about it is overwhelming. And once you complicate it, your brain is going to rush in with that fear. Your brain is going to rush in with that, no, we can't do this. This is too much for us. It's not going to come out good. It's not going to blah, blah, blah. Your brain is going to create that fear because you are overwhelming it. So what you need to do is take a deep breath, step back, lower the bar, and do the bare minimum. So can you do one video? Can you even do one video a day? Can you even do one 15-second video? If you can't do that, if you can't consistently do that, why would you jump to do a whole entire video or 5 videos a day? You have to be able to be practical about this. Take baby steps towards that. And you take massive baby steps. That means you're doing the small things over and over and over again. And it's going to compound into who you want to be, into the goal. And then also you're doing this sustainable. You're not overwhelming yourself. You're building blocks of action that are going to build up to this goal, that are going to transform your life. And you're going to look back. You're going to look back a few months from now, and you're going to see so much change in just a few months of you consistently doing the small things, because those will add up to the big things. Hope this encouraged you and motivated you to get up, my friend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our lovely growing community, and I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Bye.